KWCH 12 Eyewitness Sports.
The writing on the wall was written in black and yellow ever since he left the University of Kansas. Wichita native Connor Frankamp announced today he will play for the Shockers next season. The Wichita North product picked Wichita State over Creighton and Colorado. Frankamp, as you can see, was spotted at the Shockers game last Saturday, and it seemed his destiny was to play in Wichita. Bill Self's loss is Greg Marshall's game. You'll recall Frankamp left the University of Kansas in October. He served as a role player for the Jayhawks offense for one season, emerging as a dangerous perimeter threat during the 2014 NCAA tournament. Frankamp got hot. Here's a look at the numbers during that tournament run. He averaged 11 points per game and shot 50% from behind the arc. His career high was 12 points against Stanford. We caught up with Frankamp's high school coach, who says it's special to see him back at Koch Arena.
And with Connor coming home, I think that's going to be a real exciting thing for him, for his family. And I just think it's a great fit for both WSU and for Connor.
A four-star recruit out of high school, Frankamp torched the record books at Wichita North. He's the City League's all-time leading scorer. During his senior season, the guard averaged more than 30 points per game. Frankamp joins a top 10 team in the Air Capital. Wichita State takes another step north in the national polls as the Shockers climb to number 8 in this week's Week 4 Associated Press Top 25. Here's a look at the top 10. Kentucky on top at number 1, followed by Wisconsin, Arizona, Duke, and Louisville. Then it's Texas, Virginia, Wichita State, Gonzaga, and Villanova. Meanwhile, another Wichita native is also making headlines.
The entry for Ellis, a great spin for 2. He is so effective inside.
Former teammate of Frankamp and fellow Wichitan Perry Ellis is the Big 12 Player of the Week. All he did was dominate the last 4 games, averaging over 18 points a game and nearly 8 rebounds. KU won the Orlando Classic tournament over the weekend. We revisited Frankamp's high school game, so how about Perry Ellis? Ellis led Wichita Heights to 4 consecutive state titles between 2009 and 2012, and yes, he still looks exactly the same. The Kansas City Chiefs have a little work to do. In the span of 2 weeks, they went from battling atop the AFC West standings to 2 games back of Denver and just battling to make the playoffs at all. After losing 2 straight, the Chiefs are now stuck in a tie for the final wild card with 5 other teams. Clearly, there's work to be done.
Yeah, well, we've got to do a better job putting our players in the right position. Then we've got to do a better job executing when we're in those positions. And we get that fixed, and we'll be back on track. But we've stalled the last 2 weeks, so we've got to get this thing turned around. And
one more quick sports note from the Kansas City sports world. The Royals have been named Organization of the Year by Baseball America. Eyewitness News returns in just a minute.